My name is Charlie. I'm one of the leader of G Unit group.
Our dance boys are a group of inspiring young men from the cemetery in Pier 4.
There's some kind of punky, mixed with funky, hip-hop, 90s, crump, like what is new today. So it's mixed, we mix it.
Have a lot of issues with drugs and glue sniffing and not going to school, not having a future, and gang lifestyle is really big on the street.
Yeah, there's lots of shooting just here, the basketball court there, down there, stabbing most of the time.
People every day they struggle. Every time they eat, they struggle. Every time they want to spend something, they have to struggle for it.
Some of the neighbors are giving them a food, some are not, and that's why sometimes they used to steal because they don't have a food.
They don't get fed. Their parents don't feed them. They're outcasts in their community. They have to steal to eat. And the money they get, they spend on glue. So I'd go there where you give me your glue and I'll give you a meal. We had a graduation about 3 years ago, and they asked if they could dance. And I was like, okay, you can dance. And they were just incredible. I was really impressed with their talent. I'm like, these are boys that I walk past that have glue up their nose most of the time, and yet they can perform like this.
Before it was only a little stereo, little, very little. And then when Mom Lucy gave a big one, so we used it for practice. So we're very happy on that time.
Yeah, there are lots of things that changed in my life, like because before I was lots of vices like drugs, and now I'm into just feeling in love with dancing, and dancing keeps me away from the drugs, and it's really a big change for me.
I have this rule like no snipping glue anymore. We actually use it from to fix our shoes like that. It's not to fix your nose.
It has a big change, he said, because it's very peaceful now, his life.
Through contacts, we're given an invitation to go to a festival in Canberra, which was pretty amazing. A lot of them don't even have birth certificates because their parents don't remember when they were born, so it's quite a challenge just processing all the papers. So we're hoping that they were given an invitation to come the following February 2010. So that's what we're aiming for. They couldn't understand why anyone in Australia wants to see them dance. They couldn't understand why anyone would be interested in anything they did because their parents haven't even ever watched them dance. I think it'll be a springboard into them gaining support for their education. And I think it will boost their self-esteem and open their eyes to a world that they never thought possible.
He loved to help his family, like he wants to be famous, because he said when he's famous then he know that he can earn big, and then that's the time that he can take his family out from poverty.